Welcome, everyone.
What would you do if you had my life? Work like me, had them stripes. Would you go hard just to have that ice? But I'm just still trying to have that price. Any yo cooking about to add that spice. Nowadays dudes never had that fight. When it push bill, better burst your pipes.
The World Cup and Open recap plus NFL MVP bombs edition of the Bottom Line Bombs on the Sports Gaming Podcast Network is brought to you by the SGPN app. Get all of our picks and podcasts for free with the SGPN app. And now, with that,
bring me everyone.
What do you mean, everyone?
Everyone!
It's bad luck just seeing a thing like that.
I am not a fucking loser!
You're a crumb creep. I want to fight you. But you don't have the courage. You're a real crumb bum. Put that on camera. You're a creep.
Who is this guy? He's got like every meme ever produced on the internet. He can knock us out with his memes. And I do. I have tons of memes. I'll just keep memeing them to death until they just surrender because they just can't do it anymore. They don't have the memes that I have.
He was the best guy around.
What about the people he murdered?
What murder?
He's a hoe, and I want that known.
I'm Lou Holtz, and you're listening to the Man and the Box and the Bottom Line Bombast. Good luck to you.
welcome to the Bottom Line Bombs, the show that is picks with bits for tobacco use only. I am your host, Scumbagger Vance, Laddie Daddy, the Deli Llama, the Bet Detective. Also, don't see this over the Man in the Box. Yes, that is right. Oh, hold on. Where did I go? There I go. There I went. I'm recording here live from SGPN Studios here in Los Angeles, Eagle Rock, California. It's a Monday, July 20th. As I broadcast live for the chat room. If you're listening or watching over on X, why don't you hop on over to the live chat room on YouTube, /Bottom Line Bombs of the SGPN. You can join in there. Wholesome J already popping in. You got a bomb as well. And if you're listening later on the podcast, that's fine too. You're the one that keeps the numbers going around. But it was a long weekend. I did last show was on Wednesday from Las Vegas. So that seems like it was a year ago. Just a couple days in Vegas. That was Sean Ryan, Adam Rosenberg, and a few other people from VSIN and whatnot. We had a good time out there. We had some first round leader sweats at the Open. There was a British Open. We'll recap the British Open and the World Cup yesterday. That's over with. The party's over. And, now that it's actually real football season coming up, Americans like saying that. Get this party, get this soccer shit out of here. Listen, it was a fun party, but it is time to clean up. All right? We got to do the dishes. We got to pick up things. We have to get ready for living an actual life, which is the NFL. We're going to ease into it today because I got a lot of recap to do, so I'm going to break down the MVP market. Just a nice gentle buffer to get into the NFL and actual training camp start next week. That's when I'll start the real solid team previews, probably divisional previews. I might tighten it up. Also more award markets. I've been doing a lot with that anyway. But yeah, no, the Open. I did like the hours of the Open. It worked out for Vegas. Like I said, the Cokehead Sports. We were up all night sweating a first round leader. It didn't come through. We sprinkled a little on David Duval because we saw his number was literally infinity. He did not come through. He had a nice front nine, to be honest with you. I first saw him on the sheet. I'm like, is that 500 to 1? Wow, that's weird. And the guy next to me is like, no, that's 5,000 to 1. I'm like, oh, well, okay, that's a bet then. And then we go up there and it was 10,000 to 1. It was just a bunch of nines. Put $5 on him to win $50K. Trying to run up a bank account so I could hit the button at the Bellagio fountain. Apparently, for $100,000, you could hit the button that starts the Bellagio fountain. That seems like a good use of money. Anyway, so we'll talk about all of that today, and of course, speaking of NFL previews, and I have a graphic for it. The SGPN network. Sports Gambling Podcast Show. They're doing their 32 NFL team previews, and you have a chance to win $1,000 NFL future with the phrase that pays. You listen to all the shows, you put the words together, phrase that pays, and then you make $1,000 future. Look at that graphic. That's some nice graphic. That's got Colby D written all over it, right? Picks Dundee.
I enjoyed that.
With Nick Foles, Lyle Alzado, Rod Woodson, Metcalf, Riggins. Of course, it's got John Riggins there. And the great Ed Reed. All right, let me get that graphic out of here. And let's start the show. I never know if I should lock in. Go tight. Tight looks better on certain areas, but also not in certain areas. The Open. 150 to 1. Ryan Fox won it. He was 500 to 1 after round 1. I'm not going to make up any lies and say I was on Ryan Fox in any capacity. I was not on him in any, even towards the end, not in any capacity. He didn't hit my radar at all. And I had 150 to 1, 175 to 1 shots. That made the cut. Your Laurie Cantors and your Andy Sullivans, who did not finish up well, but they were sniffing around. But Ryan Fox, good for him. He became a hero to everyone because he plays fast. It doesn't take much for fans to like golfers. And one of them is just play fast. Stop looking over your putt 1,000 times and talking to the caddy back and forth and everything. My God. It gets tedious. Golf is slow as it is. Fox gets up there, he hits the ball, he putts the ball, no practice swings. Listen, I've done enough practice swings. I do 1,000 a day. Now it's time to golf. And that's what he does. After Sam Burns tapped in for par, we did have Sam Burns, by the way, who was going in with a 2-shot lead. Then he 3 bogeys in a row, so he's down 1. And then it looked like he just had no chance. He was only down 1, but it just seemed like he had no chance, and he didn't. He didn't make one birdie, but whatever. Can't be mad at him. But yeah, he putted 22 seconds after that to win the Open. So I don't want to hear about this playing around. So congratulations, Ryan Fox. He's from New Zealand. Is that right? We'll call that Australian.
Aussie. I enjoyed that.
It is significant because that means we lost our will the winner come from UK or Ireland? That was plus 225, I believe. We lost that one. But we did hit Victor Perez, top Frenchman, plus 150. That was a smash. He did not come in the top 20. I had him to come top 20. I think he finished, he was 1 stroke out. Yeah, I think he finished 2 under and top 20 was 3 under or something, or the other opposite of the way around. Anyway, he was 1 back from the top 20, but he got top Frenchman. That was easy. We were big on McIntyre, Marcara, and Russell Henley. Henley snuck in there. Top 10, we got that. We were big on Henley. So that was like plus 450, I believe, for his top 10. We'll take that cash. We needed it. I mean, he I wouldn't say he backdoored the top 10, but he opened up with a 70-71, was not looking good. Then he shot a 68 and a 60. He almost shot a 65. Yes, he should have, but whatever. He shot a 66 on Sunday. Those are my favorite kinds. That's how Cameron Young almost won yesterday. Cam Young just fires up a crazy Sunday round. Then he's in the leader of the clubhouse for 4 hours, just eating lunch, watching everyone shit the bed, and he almost won the damn thing. Thank God he didn't. I'll just say that. Nothing against Cam Young, but as gamblers, everyone's been on Cam Young all year. Then he kind of cooled off, and he wasn't even in his odds, even going into Sunday, were like double than he was pre-flop. Now I'm getting all worked up. So yeah, we did hit the Russell Henley top 10. Our matchups did not go great. We pushed on, what was the matchup we pushed on? Bridgman versus Cantlay. They both finished 2 under. Hatton lost to Scheffler. Scheffler played great. If you had Scottie Scheffler top 5, you completely luck boxed. Because that ruling he got on 17 yesterday was insane. Which is the story of the tournament, actually, besides Fox winning because he played so fast, was Bryson DeChambeau. DeChambeau, who I was fading, I thought he was going to miss all 4 cuts. Good on him. He played great. He shot a 3 under opening round. Talked a little shit to Nick Faldo, who said he has no strategy. That was fun. And then he played well again. And then all hell broke loose when he got the 2-shot penalty at the end after the round of round 2. They said, in the 5th hole, you improved your lie by stomping on the tall grass. And he argued, he went back, and then there was a whole scene of him being dramatic with the rules officials, and he's pleading his case, you know. They didn't care. He's going through his testimony. Apparently, he wanted to call Trump so he can get this 2-stroke penalty wiped off. People are furious about that. He wasn't allowed to. And then you have Rory saying how I'm not fond of him. Everything's a show. He's theatrical. Fuck you, Rory, first of all. Rory, you're a bitch. Okay? Also, you weren't even in the top 10. I need you in the top 10, you son of a bitch. But no, Rory's always been like that. Listen, DeChambeau is a weird guy. I get it. But first of all, half the tour agrees that it shouldn't have been a 2-stroke penalty. So why wouldn't he fight for his case? Call Trump. Why not? Tiger did get out of a DUI. Hell, we got the red card rescinded for our soccer player. Why not? Trump, this is what shit Trump loves to do. Trump does a lot of terrible things, but some of the good stuff he does is pull favors for your like Meek Mills of the world and whatnot. You know, he frees rappers. I'll knock that 2-stroke penalty off for you, Bryson. Sure, sounds great. Sounds like a great way to use my presidential power. But that wasn't to be. So that was the whole thing. And he's like, well, I'm not playing. Of course he played. I'm not showing up tomorrow then if that's a 2-stroke penalty. And people are giving him shit for that. Listen, who hasn't had a baby rant when things don't go your way in golf? But then you get a cooler head and you come back and you play, you accept the penalty. But he was cooked after that. But also, could have been a penalty, sure, whatever. All the cameras are on him. He has to know that, especially if they put the drive 100,000 feet to the right. They're going to put the cameras on him. So it was reported by social media, too. I think that they admitted that, which is against the law. Their rules now. Because it used to be people would call in from TV, but now it's social media. And so it comes in after the fact. That's why I went Bryson's side, too. Don't tell me after the fact because someone on fucking Twitter has some camera angle from, a million miles away that shows, like, get out of here. Tell me now when it happens so I'd know. Oh, yeah, by the way, you double bogeyed that hole. What hole? Hole number 5, you doubled it. Meanwhile, like I said, Scottie Scheffler yesterday on 17 needs an eagle, pipes a drive like left of the TV station in the bracks, underneath some like bushes that you couldn't even find. There's no way you could find a ball. Puts a provisional ball out there, just as bad, and some other bullshit. And he goes up there, and the rules committee meet him halfway up the fairway. Like, don't even look for it, Scotty. No big deal. You don't have to find it. Just that if someone says they saw it, then it's fine. You get a free drop because it's a TV thing, and you can go ahead and make birdie. So why don't you go ahead and do that? What?
That's not the answer.
How is that the ruling? Michael Kim, who I love on the tour, he tweeted out, goes, this rule even confuses me. What did they give him? He doesn't have to find the ball. No. We just have to know that it's probably in there. Okay, so you're just making shit up to try to get Scottie Scheffler a score. So if you had Scottie Scheffler top 5, good for you, but he should not have been there. That should have been, he should have been a double bogey, and he got a birdie on that hole. It was ridiculous, but whatever. What are you gonna do? It'll happen here. Let me with the chat. John here is in the chat. Says, "What's up, CJ?" Anthony says, "Best podcast around."
He was the best guy around.
What about the people he murdered?
What murder?
And my boy 2D Jen, who says, "Who was the biggest loser of the weekend? Messi trying to snitch or Bryson trying to call Trump?" Listen, the Messi's trying to snitch was terrible. Absolutely terrible. And I'll get into the World Cup here in a second. He was trying to snitch. They were down a man, so I get what he was trying to do. He was trying to get one of the Spanish players pulled off for covering his mouth. The cardinal sin of this year's World Cup. You can't cover your mouth and talk. If you're going to say something homophobic or racist, we want to be able to read your lips. We want to be able to make a meme out of it. We can't make memes if you're covering your mouth. So Messi tried to snitch on him. Which, by the way, lip reading in general, kind of a myth. People in the movies, people read lip like, these expert read lips, and you can even professional deaf people tell you this. Like, yeah, we can maybe get 20% of the words. Anyway, that's not the point. Point is, we want to make memes out of it. So let's get that homophobia out in the open. But the DeChambeau trying to call Trump, like I said, I don't mind it. Let's at least use Trump for the small good that he does do. And that's the 1% good that he does. He does favors for celebrities, and it's hilarious. Trump, like I said, Tiger Woods DUI, call him up. Rappers, he puts out, he frees them. He does things like that. Red card for our best soccer player. Fuck that. Get him back on the field, on the pitch. Bribe some guy on FIFA to put him back on, and it did, and it worked. So why not? At that point, Bryson, hilarious that he thinks Trump would have any weight, though, over at the Open with those fucking curmudgeons, those uppities, if you will. Anyway, so the Open was what it was, kind of anticlimactic. I'm just glad for FOMO that Cam Young did not win. I did not have Ryan Fox, but good for him for playing fast, and good for Russell Henley for sneaking in that top 10. So it wasn't a complete bloodbath. But other than that, that's it. That's it for the majors. And that's it for soccer, as we say. But it's not it for Underdog. Underdog, of course. Spreads, money lines, totals, parlays, all available on Underdog Fantasy. Best Ball Mania is the best way to play fantasy football. It's got $15 million in prizes, including $2 million to first place. And Underdog's available in a ton of states. New customers, you pay just $5, get $50 in bonus funds when you sign with my promo code BOMBS. Also brought to you by Kalshi. Let's not forget Kalshi. Also available in a ton of states. But you can get trade spreads, money lines, totals, futures, and much, much more. New Kalshi customers get $10 when they use promo code SGPN. It's Kalshi, Kalshi, promo code SGPN. And all right, we are back here on the Bottom Line Bombs. It is the World Cup finale yesterday. I don't know. I'll go wide. I'll go wide with it. This guy's a survivor pool. Let me put that thing down. Not that it matters. Spain, of course, won the final championship versus Argentina, and everyone in the soccer community said, "Thank God." Because it was not looking good. I mean, it was looking good. Spain was dominating the game. They're the better team. Argentina was doing their dirty, filthy Argentinian things. And they're like, Jesus Christ, if this goes to penalty and Argentina wins, people that hate soccer are going to hate it even more, and we can't defend it. So everyone exhaled when Spain finally scored in extra time to win, because the better team won. The better team, which doesn't always happen in soccer, obviously. But Argentina, man, were they dirty. Jesus Christmas. Enzo Fernandez, that red card, he spun a guy around. Although it was a little bit embellishing, but still, it was they just cheat. They started fights after the game. Argentina. Oh, we knew who you were, Argentina. They mucked it up. It was disappointing because it's just weird when these teams decide we're not going to try to play the sport of soccer and score a goal. That's just not on our agenda today. Now we're just going to try to beat the hell out of this team until we get the penalties. That's basically what we're going to do. All right, I guess you can do that. Yeah, it kind of worked for us for other games, you know. But you have talent, you know that, right? You have Lionel Messi, a couple other good strikers, Hernandez or whatever. No, let's try to score. Yeah, no, I don't really. I don't know. If we try to score, we might let one up, and then what do we do? Okay. All right, Martin. I mean, you have great strikers. So that was disgusting what they did. It was just not brave, as the soccer analysts like to say. Not a brave effort. Unlike the third place match between France and England, which was awesome. Wasn't real soccer, but it was awesome. That's why everyone Americans like, man, if it was like this, I'd watch it all the time. Well, the reason why it's like that is because that's not real. It's not a real thing. Both teams could not give a fuck out there. 10 goals scored. We did hit the over on that. It's my favorite bet every 4 years is betting the over in the third place game. We banked that, so that was fun. But the World Cup yesterday, the championship, the final game, it was nothing for a while. Then it started getting intense towards the end, and thankfully Spain won. So I enjoyed it. It was great. It was a moment. It was more of the whole World Cup, the summer party. Now it's got to go. Malcolm and Barry over there in the World Cup Gaming Podcast, now the Premier League podcast. It was great knowing you. We had a great summer. I'll never talk to you guys again for another 4 years. Just kidding. Subscribe to our show. It's great. But I was out. I was out in LA with a couple of people, and it was like, everyone was doing like a soccer celebration. Translation, drinking for 12 hours for a 2-hour event that had one goal. I mean, everyone was just partying, like Spain. Maybe it was here in LA and like near more international cities, but I mean, Jesus, people just wearing any country colors. It was kind of wild. I did see I was outside on the street, and two couples are walking fully dressed in Argentina and Messi jerseys and flags, the whole thing. After the match, sad. And this one girl was crying, like just bawling, crying. Not bawling, but she was crying. And as they passed by, I gave her, "Don't cry for me, Argentina." If it's going to be set up like that, I'm going to say it. And she immediately goes, "Fuck off."
And once again, we apologize for TJ's language.
I was like, "Hey, hell, okay." And her boyfriend's like, "Yeah, you take it easy." She's very upset. I'm like, no, I get it. But that's the whole point of this thing, right? Is rubbing it in.
It ain't gonna work, buddy.
Yeah, she shut that down. But so that was fun. Crying fans are the best. No one was rooting for Argentina. So, see, that's the other thing. Though I don't know if Argentina scored, would everyone have rooted for Argentina? No, I don't think so. It seems like, I don't know. People really enjoyed Spain winning that, I thought. That's a great comparison. To the Jen, Feach says, for non-soccer fans, the comparison is, it's like if this Argentina team was like if Magic Johnson played for the Bad Boy Pistons. Like, you have this great, incredible talent on a team full of goons that want to do nothing but brawl. I would even say the Broad Street Bullies, because it seemed like a different sport they were playing almost. Oh man. But justice was served with Spain winning. They were the favorites going in, although France overtook them as the favorite because they looked incredible. But Spain's just got that defense. They lock in. And they only let up one goal all tournament. Pretty insane. As far as the pomp and stunts, the festivities before and during the game, hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Tom Cruise talking beforehand, and then he introduces another Tom Cruise, like a video of Tom Cruise. He's standing on a stage. What the fuck is going on?
And once again, we apologize for CJ's language.
Soccer is a language. Football is a language that doesn't need to be spoken. That brings the world together. It's so insane. It's so ridiculous. And then the halftime show, mod on. Wayne Rooney put it the best when he said it was shite or trash. It was horrible. Absolutely horrible. And it was just in a bizarre way. It was all these different artists, not like playing together, just kind of doing their own sideshow. You had a Madonna video, and then she just came out and like waved in the corridor. What? Okay. Ted Lasso bringing out Justin Bieber to play some fucking acoustic song. Okay. Okay, this is something that's awful. Yeah, the Muppets. Tell you what, the Muppets, joke all you want, they were probably the best part. The animal, I mean, they got a big pop at our bar. You can hear fucking people were screaming across the street. Other than the goal Spain scored, the three loudest cheers at the bar where I was watching the game at was for Shakira's ass. When she showed that, people got excited. They cheered for her ass. The red card, Enzo Fernandez, when he got the red card, people went crazy. Yeah, penalty! Get that piece of shit off the pitch. And then the Muppets. The Muppets playing music. Incredible. Well, yes, this is great. More Muppets. All right. Those were the three greatest things that happened in the World Cup final, other than the goal. Then you had the kids singing. What? What the? First of all, you had iSpeed, and I can't even get into that. iSpeed, you know, the streamer, that I guess has 1 billion fucking followers. You can't get rid of this guy. He's singing. He's lip syncing a song with autotune. Like, what is going on? I know it's not for me, but come on. How about you get a real artist, not a guy who videos himself playing video games? I mean, whatever. Good for him. That was terrible. But then they actually had and they were singing some awful FIFA theme song that they have. That they have their own song. FIFA, we hate you so much. We tolerate you because they want to watch the soccer. But the children singing, that's when I'm like, okay, soccer.
You're gay. You are gay. Oh, you're gay.
It's like they went out of their way to be the gayest sport. Like the kids singing, iSpeed, this Bieberton. What is going on here? This is why we have a 30-minute halftime or 27 minutes, whatever it was. Get the fucking kids off the field. I don't want kids singing. What's this school recital for? What are we doing? Just have Shakira out there. That's all you needed. If you want BTK, whatever out there, the Korean pop group that came back after the military service, you know, Bieber, whatever, you got to have them surround Shakira. But let Shakira and the hips and the whole shaking, let that be the show. Let her sing 1 or 2 songs and let's wrap it up and let's get the damn game going on. But the kids singing, my
You're gay.
God.
You are gay. Oh, you're gay.
It was so bad. But everyone, like, you know, it's weird when the World Cup comes and it's like an Olympic event. It was like the closing ceremonies. And I admit, it was great. It was great hosting the party, a sleepover, if you will. Mexico and Canada, I guess you were involved too. It was funny seeing Trump, who got booed. Trump next to the president of Mexico. I forgot her name, but I think she called him a pedophile. Just them having to be next to each other and shake the hands and shit afterwards of all the athletes on the stage. And then Trump was just meetling around when Spain got the trophy, and they're trying to get him off. And like, get the hell off the stage. Nope, it's what he does. He's going to show up. He loves it. He loves being the heel. He should have worn a full-on Mexican wrestling outfit as the villain. Trump just can't help himself. It is kind of funny at a point. But yeah, the closing ceremony. So we had a party. It was nice. It was nice for the world not to hate us for a couple weeks. Now to go back to hating us, which is fine. We get it. We'll go back to hating soccer as well. So it's a push-pull situation. You know? For a couple weeks, we'll pretend like soccer is not the softest sport in the world, and you pretend that we don't have a horrible government that bombs people unnecessarily. Sound good? But, come August, we're going to forget this ever happened, both of us. So it's time to clean up. Get these stadiums ready for NFL. Matter of fact, rip out the grass in all these stadiums. Put the turf back in so we can blow out some knees of our millionaire athletes. That's how we protect. We like to save a few pennies to blow out our investments of athletes. So take your scarves, take your flags, and take your natural grass that is much safer to play on with you back to Europe and South America. Because we have to injure each other with NFL football. Congratulations, Spain. That's what I'm trying to say. Which I did hit just for them to advance. But speaking of real football, Circa is back with the greatest NFL handicapping contest. $30 million in prizes. 20 for the Survivor, 6 for the Circa Millions, and 4 for the Grandissimo. Sign up in Nevada, play from anywhere. Circa Sportsbook now takes Bitcoin. Head to football contest and use promo code SGPN to get $50 off your proxy fees. Come out to Circa for contest weekend sign up. August 27th and 29th. I'll be there along with Sean and Ryan and a bunch of other SGPN personalities. Get 15% off your stay at the Circa with promo code SGP15. Rhythm is going to bet you. Rhythm's going to bet you. Rhythm's going to bet you with props. It's our official data tool for dominating MLB, WNBA. It's right around the corner. Football's right around the corner, I should say. Let the models help you cash you in. Get a 7-day free trial today. Tail their models or build your own. If you're going to premium, use promo code SGPN25. That's 25% off if you're going premium for a free month of downloads. All right. We're back here at the Bottom Line Bombs. I am your host, CJ Sullivan, the laddie daddy man in the box. Oh, 23. I'm just writing down some things there. Yeah, Circa contest. And of course, C-Generates, as you know, not only is Circa bringing the contest, but I'm piggybacking it as well by giving away an entry. Well, partnering up with an entry for Surviving CJ. I should pull that graphic up, right? Do I have that graphic? Why am I not promoting it on my show? Must be. I'm an idiot. Let me see if I can pull one of those things out. No need to. Well, hold on. Maybe I can. See, Generous. Maybe I can act very fast in the tech world. Yeah, here's something. Look at that. Surviving CJ. You know what to do, C-Generates. Go to sg.pn/surviving CJ. Upload a video, and you could be a partner with the Bet Detective. And we will win $20 million together. I've already gotten a lot of entries. A lot of great entries. Maybe I'll play a little preview of some snippets at the Man in the Box at the end of the show, which is coming up soon. Because we broke down the World Cup finals, and yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll play. This is just for you, C-Gen. Sneak preview. As you know, every Tuesday is when I'll come up with a new video of Surviving CJ, and I'll have a compilation in there. Wednesday, maybe I'll play actual things. And we're still tinkering out. We got the top 5, top 3, but we have some fun. All the videos have been great. They've been sent in, and I have no complaints about any of them. I will say this. They say, was it Paula Abdul? She quit American Idol pretty early on. Not the best financial decision, but she did it because she couldn't handle, telling these kids no, or they're bad, or don't go for your dreams. She just couldn't do it. It hurt her emotionally, which, it's understandable. It's tough. I am the opposite, though. watching these video submissions. I have no problem saying absolutely not. No, I'm not partnering with you. As a matter of fact, if there's a way I could pick no winner, I would do that. But unfortunately, I ran my mouth and said I got to pick a winner. So hardest part of the job, picking a winner. I'm just kidding. They're all absolutely great. So now let's talk a little NFL football, right? Like we said, soccer's over with. It's time.
All I gotta say is go fucking Bird!
Yeah.
They're destroying the Chiefs.
Absolutely. It is time for soccer. Like I said, I'll be doing my normal NFL previews, doing divisional preview probably by division, giving out best futures and bets in each division. Not the full on, some team previews, not going to full on because I don't know if I'll have time. We'll see how we do it. But like I thought we'd ease in with a little MVP talk, right? We could do some MVP talk. I think that's an easy way to do it. Macro season, you have to look at the schedules and whatnot. MVP last year was Matthew Stafford. He is 14-1 according to DraftKings. There are 8 people ahead of him. He's 9th on the betting board. Matthew Stafford. People don't think he can run it back, which is understandable. He had he's from the old school. He's got the standing lawn chair, as Colby D would like to call him. Classic quarterback who does not move, but he's great, and he was very touchdown dependent. That's very hard to replicate, so people do not like Stafford. Josh Allen is your favorite, plus 550 right now. Lamar Jackson right behind him at 8-1. I would not recommend Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen. I mean, obviously they can win. It seems like they're the 1-2 every year, but there's no value in that. 8-1 for Lamar is not bad. I don't know about those Ravens. I'll say this with Josh Allen. And here's the thing with Josh Allen, too. Like, everything that's against the Bills and Josh Allen, Josh Allen is probably the best, most dangerous weapon in football, quarterback-wise. His running plays are unstoppable. But yet, they have so little receivers. They have terrible wide receivers. Part of that is what gives him MVP votes because he has no support system, but also is what holds him back. They run man-to-man on him. I think I heard today they're like 18th in the league on man-to-man, which teams never do against superstar quarterbacks, especially ones that can run, because they'll kill you. But that's how little afraid of a wide receiver. I mean, Khalil Shakir is your number one. Josh Palmer is popping under stats. Now they traded for DJ Moore this year, which okay, that's very exciting. I mean, yes, he'll be an upgrade only because of how bad you were, but DJ Moore does not excite me at all. So that being said, Josh Allen is a deserved chalk. Lamar Jackson coming back from an injury, new coordinators there, also not a lot of weapons, which helps in the MVP votes, but not with actual football. I don't know. I'm weird with these Ravens this year. I mean, they'll be good. I just don't think they're going to be great. Now, the Bengals, Joe Burrow, plus 850. He's your third candidate. That interests me. Joe Burrow interests me. He's already talking about like they're the 2019 LSU team. Now, 850 is not the best number, but he's primed to put up an MVP season. He's already won comeback player twice. He's sick of that. He doesn't want it. He already came back a little bit. He was great when he came on at the end. He might put up absolutely video game numbers, as they say, Joe Burrow. And the media loves him. Everyone just loves Joe Burrow. Joe Cool. Because he beat the Chiefs once, like 8 years ago. And then he wears those weird lesbian outfits. I like Joe Burrow, too. And I think it's going to be great. He thinks his team is going to be just as good as I like their defense. Their defense got a little bit better. They're not going to be great. But so Joe Burrow, if I was going to play chalk, then you got Patrick Mahomes 10-1. Absolutely not. You're burning money if you bet Patrick Mahomes 10-1. One, they're just assuming he's coming back from his ACL injury, which, well, there's also rumors that he might not have torn his ACL, which I do like. I just like rumors. Where am I get? Hold on. reason why I said Patrick Mahomes is burning money, even if he was 100% healthy coming in, that offense just hasn't been the same in years as far as stat-wise goes. But people do love Mahomes. The media does, so I wouldn't say it's burning money. But did he tear an ACL week 16 and they think he's going to play week 1? What? If he plays week 1, then I want to see the undoctored medical report. He did not tear an ACL. It did not happen. What's the evidence behind this? I give you Gardner Minshew, the backup to Patrick Mahomes last year. He plays the game at Tennessee. They say he tore his ACL. Then he comes out and says, yeah, no, that didn't happen. Hey, guys, I'm a free agent. Teams aren't rushing to sign Gardner Minshew with a torn ACL. So can you stop lying and say I tore my ACL? And since he was a free agent and he got another doctor to show the report, like, yeah, no, I don't know why I can't say he said that. So I don't think Patrick Mahomes tore his ACL. I think they fucking made that up.
And once again, we apologize for CJ's language.
That being said, I'm still not playing him at 10-1. Justin Herbert, 10-1. Again, I think Justin Herbert has a big year. People think Mike McDaniels is just going to revolutionize his Charger offense. I don't know about that. I mean, first of all, they do a lot of run styles. His running designs are great. People think he's a miracle worker because he got Tua to throw a forward pass and not have a brain injury occasionally. But that's the thing. I believe they will be running the ball. I don't know. Herbert, they love Herbert too, and he is a beast. And Harbaugh's quotes about him are great. I knew someone that was in the Charger weight room last week, and they said there's a special section that only people that could bicep curl 200 pounds can get into, and Herbert's one of those people, which is pretty crazy. But at 10-1, it just doesn't interest me. Now, of course, when I'm saying the NFL MVP to macro, I don't even think I even have to say this. When you're betting the NFL MVP, you bet on a quarterback. It goes to a quarterback. It used to go to non-quarterbacks occasionally, running backs mainly. Defensive player once every 1,000 years. But then recently we're like, no, it's quarterback only. Offensive player of the year, that can be your running back or wide receiver. So we're only betting quarterbacks, only. Like even when Barry Sanders ran for 2,000 yards, they still couldn't just give him the MVP. They had to split it with Favre for his third consecutive because, Favre and Brett Favre. Like, what does it take to win a goddamn MVP as a non-quarterback? Saquon had 2,000 yards. He's jumping over players backwards and shit. He didn't even sniff an MVP vote. Like, what do you got to do? Anyway. So Herbert had a solid year, not a 10-0. Drake May, go to hell. Although Drake May, I will say this. I do like A.J. Brown being there for him. He's a great deep ball thrower. They're the best deep pass stats in the league. Brown with contested catches will help. I mean, the schedule's just going to change. And it's hard to shake that Super Bowl out of your head. Although Drake May, people do think he got hosed last year because of him and Stafford, but then you find out Diana Rossini's dirtying up the pool, the voting pool, if you will. And maybe they get backlash for that. I want no parts of the Patriots, period. Dak Prescott, 13-1. He's a Cowboy, so.
That is a disgusting act.
No need to discuss that. No need to discuss Dak. People think that offense is incredible. They're not. They had a great year last year, but I don't know. You think Pickens and Javonte are going to repeat those seasons they had? They had career years. Pickens, if you quickly forget, is a legit head case. Like he's falling into that Antonio Brown. Like he does crazy. When he retires, it's not going to be safe for society. And Javonte Williams, God bless him, he had a great year, but I mean, For him to do that again? All right, we'll see. I don't know. So I wouldn't even play Dak at 13. I wouldn't play Dak at 13 anyway because he's a Cowboy. But Caleb Williams 13-1. Now that's interesting. The second year of Ben Johnson. That's when he's supposed to make the push. And he started obviously learning the offense and started getting better towards the end of last year. And he does plays for the theatrics, and the voters love him. Just because, you know why Caleb Williams is a good MVP vote? Although I don't love 13-1 either. Because he has flaws, obviously. But he's like Sugar Ray Leonard, where he'll lose the first 2.5 minutes of the round, no problem. Then the last 30 seconds, he just does this flurry. Be locking. He wraps up those points, and then the judge is like, he won that round. And the other fighter's like, what? How did he win that round? I beat him pillar to post for 2 minutes. Yeah, but he did that little Sugar Ray flurry. And that's what Caleb does. He'll have a bad game for like 3.5 quarters, and he does these YOLO off one football. Oh, look at this pose, like in the air, like a statue. Get this beam ready. And then he, pulls off an incredible play, and that's all you remember. Oh, Caleb Williams is the best. He's not, but he does enough fun stuff, and that he can get people to vote for him, where everyone loves him. And that's what you do have to remember. Of course, CJ, that's when you're betting on the MVP or any awards, you're voting on what middle-aged sports writers are going to find the best. Not who has the best numbers, not someone like, I don't care about numbers. They'll openly say it. That's what's funny about voters. They'll openly say, I don't give a shit about this. He's not my MVP. Okay, well, can you take... Wilbon talking about Luka Doncic last year. I don't care. He'll never make my turn. The way he plays defense. You're not even looking at his defensive numbers. What are you talking about? That's what I heard. So you're dealing with what middle-aged sports writers like, and they like flair for dramatic, like Caleb Williams. Stafford. No way. Stafford, he's 14-1, like I said. Reigning MVP, but just like the voters last year, they were basically saying like, it was between him and Drake May. They're like, well, Drake May does have the edge in advanced analytics and, downfield passing, air rate, and the EPA route, air balls thrown. But counterpoint, Matthew's my buddy. I like Matty, The old man deserves an award. So I think they basically just gave their old friend Matt Stafford a reward last year. I mean, he deserved it. I'm not saying he didn't, but they're not doing it again. That's what I'm trying to say. Jordan Love, 18-1. Now you're piquing my interest. Is he great? Who knows? But with LaFleur's offense, he can put up MVP numbers. So Jordan Love, not the worst at 18-1. Still not going to put it out there, although there's Packers. I'm going deep. Jaden Daniels, 20-1. No, thank you. People expect a huge bounce back from Jaden Daniels, and it might be true, but okay. He has 0 weapons, which might help you for MVP voting, but he would literally have to do what he did his rookie year and just grab his team, put him on his back, and take him to the NFC Championship game or something like that. That's the only way he wins. Brock Purdy, 20-1. I can be talked into. Purdy's a guy people don't like. Now, people forget. Brock Purdy was set to win the MVP a couple years ago. Then they had that awful game on Monday night where the Ravens destroyed him, and then Lamar just won the MVP. And Lamar Jackson fans don't like to say this, but Lamar Jackson, that second MVP he won, was not a good year for Lamar Jackson, even for Lamar Jackson standard. It was a good year, but it was he did not deserve the MVP. But they just watched that game on Monday night, and that's a lot of these awards just flip on like late season games. Like, well, we can't give it to Purdy after that. Jesus Christ, I can't go to bed at night. Just give it to Lamar. Who beat him? Lamar. Give it to Lamar. They like to complain that they gave it to Josh Allen over Lamar that one year when Lamar's numbers were better, which might be true, but also the second one Lamar got, he did not deserve, so it balances out in my book. So in that Shanahan offense, their schedule's not easy. Obviously, in that division, they travel a lot. I think they travel most by far. They have to go to Australia. But Purdy at 20-1. I would rather have a Brock Purdy at 20-1 than, a Drake May or a Justin Herbert. Any of those guys up top there. Trevor Lawrence, 22-1.
Duval.
2D Jen asked about him. He's got him at 16-1. I'm looking at DraftKings. He's at 22-1. He goes, "How about your Guma down in Duval? Lawrence, 1,600." I was originally off these Jags this year. Their schedule's tough. I don't like some of the things they did in the offseason, but like you said, you can't quit your Guma. I mean, you can't quit your Guma. You got to put it away. But here's the case for Trevor Lawrence. He made the top 5 last year. We were a year ahead. C-generates. We got in on the ground floor. We had Lawrence last year 50-1. We had Jags up and down futures that could have came through if Josh Allen didn't play the game of his life in that playoff game. They would have smoked New England or Denver. Jacksonville. They were the hottest team in the league towards the end of last year, besides Seattle, of course. One of the hottest teams, I'll say. And that offense, after the bye, once they started clicking with Liam Cohen's offense started clicking, it was after the bye. They were stagnant, a lot of motion penalties, but then it started going. Trevor Lawrence went off. He basically got in the MVP race just from his last 8 games. So now you have Trevor Lawrence learning Liam Cohen's offense even more, getting more natural fit. The receivers are kind of, it also took a while for Cohen to get his receivers into place. Once they got Jacoby Myers, that was massive. You have Parker Washington. Ryan Thomas Jr., who's basically a decoy out there. First round talent. He could do something. I don't think I don't know. I think they were still wanted it. They don't want to trade him because why trade him? He's on a rookie contract, but I don't see him as a future in there. Point is, they have a lot of weapons. And Brendan Strange and the tight ends. So, as I say that out loud, Trevor Lawrence, 22-1.
It's 100% a go. It's 100% a go. In all analytics and all data, it's 100% a go.
You goddamn right we're on Trevor Lawrence. Let's go. Trevor Lawrence, 22-1 with MVP. All right, let's keep scrolling down here. We got to wrap this up soon. Because, I like Longshot. Sam Darnold, 28-1. No, absolutely not. All respect to Sam Darnold, but no. We're just wrapping our mind around you winning the Super Bowl where we don't want to give you an MVP now. No, absolutely not. We didn't do it last year. We're not doing it this year. You go to hell. Jalen Hurts, 28-1. I don't mind that either. I mean, he did come in second in MVP voting a couple years ago because he racks up rushing touchdowns, but I don't know. And the narrative's there for him because everyone hates on him and shit like that. So if he does play well and change it, he'll have a push for it. So that's not bad. Jalen Hurts actually isn't bad. Jared Goff, 35-1. I'm more interested in that though. Jared Goff will put up numbers. And he's going to put up a lot more passing touchdowns this year as well. And they have the easiest schedule in the league. This is how you win it. This is my Drake May of last year. Jared Goff is this year's Drake May. Jared Goff, hey. And he's good. He's more established. He puts up numbers. He's not great. He doesn't excite you, but he does just enough. This Lions offense, I think they'd have a nice bounce back season. They're healthier. Now they got rid of Montgomery, so they're going to be throwing the ball more in the red zone. And Jahmyr Gibbs is incredible. So if you put a 4,500 yard season and you put in like 35 touchdowns, and these Lions got a 1 seed or something like that, you're getting 35-1 on the quarterback for a team that could easily be the 1 seed in the NFC or the 2 seed, which is what you need. Give me Jared Goff 35-1. Let's go. Bo Nix 35-1. No, thank you. How about no Nix? Kyler Murray 40-1. No. People are very excited for Kyler Murray. Jackson Dart, go to hell. I like Jackson Dart, but people, not just Kramer, are a little ahead of their skis on Jackson Dart. CJ Stroud, absolute trash. Baker Mayfield, Baker ball 50-1. Now we're talking. I don't know if anyone's watching the QB Netflix series, but he's in living hell there with his wife, and the baby reveals, and like, look at me. I used to get arrested and get caught getting the BJs in a parking lot at a Michael's thrift, But here I am doing baby reveals. But he's still Baker. I'm big on Tampa Bay this year. I think they bounced back. He had a bunch of injuries. He was in the MVP running in the first 6 weeks last year. They always start out hot. They're going to start out hot again. At 50-1, another team, because that division's so bad, could rack up 13 wins. An illegitimate 13 wins, but not illegitimate, but like a soft 13 wins. And you're going to get him at 50-1, and Baker puts up huge numbers. Of course, it was with Liam Cohen. Give me 50-1 Baker Mayfield.
It's 100% a go. It's 100% a go. In all analytics and all data, it's 100% a go.
Plus, voters love him. They love his moxie. They love his moxie, and he talks trash, and he's just a gamer. Anytime you hear shit like he's just a gamer, he's just a winner. Meanwhile, he doesn't really have wins. None of the stats back it up, but that's the narrative. That's the narrative. So Baker Mayfield 50-1, Goff 35-1. Those are two MVPs, and of course, is there anyone else down the line? Then you got Cam Ward, Daniel Jones, Bryce Young, Malik Willis, Bijan, Aaron Rodgers. No. Tyler Shuck. No. That's going to be it. That's the 3 MVP votes I'm going with. Baker Mayfield 50-1. Jared Goff 35-1. Trevor Lawrence 22-1. And if you wanted to do chalk, Burrow is who I like out of the chalk. But I like those 3. Lawrence, Goff, Baker. Those are nice juicy payouts. Bomb them. All right, let's get in the box. Thank you, everyone, for joining me here on the Bottom Line Bombs. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button on YouTube. Hit the like, the subscribe. Tell 50,000 of your friends about it, about the greatest pod in the world, the best pod around.
He was the best guy around.
What about the people he murdered?
What murder?
As Anthony said here in the chat. Thank you for everyone who did join the chat. Make sure you subscribe, to see all my socials. That's CJ7_ on X, Instagram. That's CJ7 was taken. So Man in the Box tomorrow, Tuesday, or today, yesterday, whenever you're listening to it, is my weekly new Surviving CJ video I come out with, where I'm, of course, giving a contest, Secret Circuit Survivor, Bet Detective, looking for a partner, entry on me. It's free for you. If you get to be the winner, we'll split it. We'll win $20 million together. You'll be on the show each week or whenever you can, pitching your play, discussing it. And like I said, we've already had a lot of entries come in. It's been great. A lot of C-Generates have stepped up. I showed it with someone who used to be in casting out here in Los Angeles. She would cast for a lot of the reality shows like Top Chef and Big Brother, all kinds of shows. She would do casting all across the country. And I showed her the videos. She enjoyed them only because she's like, yeah, this is the opposite of what we used to get. We used to get people that are 1, good looking, and 2, professional, and like they're excited to be on TV. It's their moment. But those are all idiots. My C-Generates, thankfully, they don't need a professional camera setup, and I'm not saying you do. Just send me whatever you got. They've been funny already. And I won't show any of the clips, whatever, the full segments or anything. Here's a little compilation. Let me put a little quick compilation of what you guys are dealing with. Tuesday will be the full video, but this is fun. I mean, they coming in. I'll say there's a couple things. One, a lot of you people are crazy, which I'm fine with. It's also weird seeing the faces to like the weird like screen names, like, hey, it's me, Pigfucker69, and then you see an actual person, like, oh, okay, all right, you actually look exactly who I thought you would look like, Pigfucker69. And you got people who are just straight up terrifying. So, like I said, I'm the opposite of Paul Abdul. There might be a thing where I say none of you win. Just kidding. I love it. So here, let me take a quick little shot here, a little compilation, just little snippets, just so you guys get an idea of what you're dealing with. If you haven't sent in a video and say, well, maybe it's too late. Maybe the people are too good. The answer is no. It's not too late, and there's no way these people are too good. It is wide open. Anyway, here it is.
And now there's something completely different.
Yes. Pick me. It's your boy, Gary G.
Just hit me up. We'll get you a free round out here at Whirlwind Golf Club.
Won 100K, riding some Blake Corum bets.
Trying to up my ante this year as well. I didn't serve a 60-day sentence in federal prison just to not win $20 million in cash.
I'm a graduate of Deakin University, and I like whores.
Crackhead gambler. My name is...
And like I said, that's just a snippet of some of the few. Guy likes whores. Okay, fair enough. He's straight to the point. Good content. Served time in federal prison. All right. And it means he knows he can, push the people around if need be. I like it. Bribing me with a round of golf, not against bribery either. I got FIFA laws over here. I'm not going to say it's going to get you to the front of the line, but I'm saying I'm open to it. I am open to corruption. 1,000%. And like I said, very scared of all those people. So good luck to everyone. Please keep sending in the videos here. Oh, man, are we over an hour? Which is good. I'm glad we're over an hour because I can say goodbye to soccer. I can talk about that WNBA suspension, which I don't want to do. They suspended the coach, Sandy Brundello or whatever, for saying an Australian slang.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. I enjoyed that.
All right, you know what? I'll talk about it just real quick. Even though, C-generates, when it comes to the lady WNBA.
Dancing for ladies!
Any discussion point, Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, list anything. This is not my take. I want to put the warning out there. The terms and conditions. This is not my take. I do not believe this. I don't want anyone coming for me. Discussing the WNBA is exhausting. It is a toxic environment, and every day it comes up and it just tempts you with things on fire in the summer because we're waiting for the NFL to come. We don't know what to do. We don't know how, oh God, should we talk about women's sports?
Dancing for ladies!
I don't know. I don't think they want us to, and it turns out every single time, because you see the storylines. You're like, these people are crazy, right? They're unhinged. Caitlin Clark had a career game the other night, like 45 points and 10 assists, and they're like, and you go on Twitter, and it's like, fuck her. Some are like, she's the best. I told you, she's like, there's no in between. How many turnovers she had? Blah, blah, blah. And there's all these other things. Like, holy shit! Can you guys just enjoy a good game by somebody? No, that's not what we do. We go after each other's throats with fingernails and heels. All right. And then we call each other racist. It becomes a complete race war, which is the next story. Coach for the Tempo, Sandy Brondello, whatever. She was complaining because Angel Reese didn't get a foul called on her or something, or she did get a foul called on her. Either way, she was complaining to the refs. Angel Reese, they were playing against Angel Reese. And she goes, come on, what is she, a protected species? Which is a saying, Australian saying, she's Australian, for, star players that don't get fouls called against them because they're protected. Like an endangered species. They have certain rules. So I guess it's a saying. But the WNBA, of course, is the WNBA, and then they go on Twitter. See, normally I'd be like, okay, Twitter's fake. There's all fake rage going left and right. Like some support it, some, against it. It's all made. It's like the shit about the Odyssey movie. The movie The Odyssey. I don't believe any of that rage is fucking real. None of it. It's just like these bots on either side. Anyway, someone's like, did she just call Reese's a species? And then Angel Reese retweeted like, oh, go figure, right? Like real, like basically backed it up that was like a racist thing. which I always love. Like, okay, I like when the controversy starts off with like, okay, now why is this offensive again? Why is calling another person a species offensive? It's a scientific term. Even if it wasn't a saying, you can't say the word movies. You can't say the word species. There's a whole movie franchise called Species. It's a we are human species. It's fucking crazy. So normally we're like, okay, this is just Twitter rage. No, they suspended her for a game. She's not coaching tonight because she said endangered species or protected species. What? Okay. Like I said, all right, fine. All right. Whatever you want to do, WNBA, whatever you ladies want to do. We can't get involved. Do we want to call you crazy? Yes. Unhinged and emotional? Yes. But we're not, because it's not for us. You've made that clear.
Dancing for ladies!
People have defended her and said, yeah, no, that's just a saying. Like, well, she shouldn't have gone back to her Australian sayings. What? She's from Australia. Holy shit. It's like, wow. What are you guys doing? Species. Race, by the way, is not a scientific term. That doesn't exist in science. That's something we made up. Humans made up. Granted, it's fun to put people in race boxes. That way we can have fun conversations like this. But species is, that's a scientific term for human species. We are human species. Holy shit. Anyway, sorry, you shouldn't have done that. Sorry, Sandy. Suspended because someone on Twitter thought it was racist, and that's it. Then they retweeted. Well, and the commissioner's got to protect her players from this, not from trolls who actually, attack these players and throw N-words around there, all this other kind of filth. No, a coach instead of saying that doesn't even mean anything. Good league they got going on over there. But like I said, that is not my opinion on any scandal or situation with WNBA. I have none. I am not involved. You don't want me. I get it. It's clear. You don't want my opinions. That's fine. It's not for us. We're moving on. Football will be here. So whatever you girls want to do. If you want to kill each other, that's fine. We don't care. Beat the hell out of each other, foul-wise. Don't appreciate anything. Who knows? Whatever. You girls, you ladies are a protected species.
Dancing for ladies!
Is that basically it? There it is. See, gens are the best, John said. Yes, with the thing correct. Keep sending in those videos, Survivor CJ. Let me get out of the box there. Yes, that's right. Virgil, welcome to the chat. He says, CJ's comments, his personal comments do not reflect of SGPN podcast. Yeah, right. That's right. I like when, pardon me, sorry for the cough there. I like when people say, my comments reflect the company, not me. Actually, what I say is the company's byline, not me at all. I actually love it, but SGPN, they gave me a note that said, listen, rip on the WNBA. Like Chick-fil-A. No, that represents the company. Yep. No, we hate gays. No, I don't personally, but the company has a firm stance on hating gays. But we have good chicken, so what are you going to do?
You're gay. You are gay. Oh, you're gay.
All right, C-Generates, that's going to do it for today's show as we went a little bit long. Thank you, everybody who joined me. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. Tell 50,000 of your friends. Give me a 5-star review. Do some comments. Let's engage. Let's go in. Keep sending the surviving CJ videos in out there. They've been fantastic. That was just a little compilation of what happened there. So goodbye for now, and goodbye soccer. For 4 years. We'll see you again in 4 years in Saudi Arabia. Soccer. It was great while it lasted. But like we said, it's a summer fling. We all knew this day was coming. We knew this relationship wasn't going to last. We cheat on you a little bit with football. The NFL's here. You're going to be cool. Don't tell the NFL about this. Probably wasn't great for us to do it in the bed that the NFL plays in our own bed. We probably should have got a motel soccer. But that it is what it is. We're ripping out the grass. We're cleaning the sheets, if you will. And putting in NFL turf so we can tear some ACLs. But soccer, we love you. Stay sweet, kid. See you in 4 years. Maybe you'll look it up if you're still looking good. I'm sure we'll be different people. We all will be different people by then. But anyway, that's going to do it for the Bottom Line Bombs. Let's go. See you later. And as I play the song to end it, soccer, we loved you, but now we got to end it. It's time to wrap up. Put on the pads. We'll always have our Umbros.
He's on the case. Stop, drop, and sniff it out. That's what the bet detective is all about. Scumbag revenge. It's the bet detective. He's on the case. Stop, drop, and sniff it out. That's what the bet detective is all about. Scumbag revenge.